Attention! 9 megabyte! Alright, so tokens have been converted to that many coins because I weren't grinding that much, but anyways. And dang, I see Marcus. Hello Marcus. Become a living legend with a new set bonus. So apparently, a near living legend set bonus has finally been added. And that was the last set bonus added to the game. So welcome guys, welcome Shadow Fighters to yet another Shadow Fight 3 video where we're going to be checking out what's actually new with this game, and perhaps there are several changes around there that are going to be presented to you guys from what I've seen so far. So nothing is valued in the Legion more than strength and bravery, chosen by players in our community. The living legend said finally received a promised battle bonus, and it truly fills hearts with bravery. Charge your shield and knock your opponent away with a burst of explosive damage. Not only can you reduce the incoming damage, but also quickly gain the initiative in battle. Chance to receive parts of the living legend set from booster pack is significantly increased. Feel like an unstoppable general, worthy to go down in the history on a par with Marcus. So basically, this is the living legend set, and by that it means that I will be having this set automatically. If you go through here, there it is, living legend. I already have it because I collected everything for the set, so I can already showcase you guys the living legend set, which is awesome. That means we have all the 3 new sets, and Arrow, which I actually happen to think that I'm not gonna be getting, actually turned out to be something I could get. I could have actually just obtained the whole entire Arrow set by just continuously grinding all my way down to the booster packs and sacrifice all the money for that purpose. But with school works like I do right now, it's definitely not going to be that easy to try to just do some games. It's mostly going to be on the weekends where I'm going to have most of the time try to grind out and get some tokens, buy some stuff, and perhaps, well, usually I save them, but if I want to, for example, get the Shadow Artisan because I don't have it, then I definitely would like to try to buy some booster packs and see what I could get. And luck will also play a role into how many tokens I should be trying to grind for. But anyways, we got the living legend set. Now what's actually interesting about this is that they both use secondary detail colored. They both use the secondary detail color, which is gold, yellowish, kind of half beige color. Well, I feel like it's more half beige on the living legend than the secondary colors of the Arrow and the Shadow Artisan. Shadow Artisan is more saturated, while Arrow feels like a little less saturated, while living legend is like half saturated, but they have their own framing, that is. So the saturation of the colors are a little bit different, but they all use, I feel like they all use the same kind of color while they created these tokens. And there was even, as I said before, there was even leaked videos, not leaked videos, but ripped off ad sets of these tokens that was showing up. So let's check out something, because are there anything new with abilities? Well, we already have that, and as far as I can see, there's nothing really that new. Nothing new with the Legion perks. No new special moves, not yet, because apparently we have to wait a little bit. But what I do notice right here is the Cyclone epic special move for the hammers. That is what I do notice by that, and it's also been shared to the media. So lol, I kind of ruined the excitement for my own part right there. But hey, if actually we're looking into the Facebook page for real in one of these kinds of videos, maybe it could have been something, because this is waiting vibes / Wizards of the Legion, because today I'm going to be trying out the living legend set in the Sanguine Forest event. Yes, we're going to be doing the first Sanguine Forest opening for this YouTube channel right here, because we never had a Sanguine Forest event, and I actually do find myself in good place with this event that I have been returning for I don't know how many times, but it's still that many times, and I still have yet to get the impalement. I've yet to get the impalement, and look at that, we can actually get the whole entire set by just collecting all of this. Make your name go down in Legion's history. Cool thing, man, cool thing. But let's check out the shop. So the shop's pretty much the same. We get this, and we also get Avalanche special move, and if I'm not mistaken, that was actually a legendary perk that I just bought, which was damage return, if I was not mistaken. It was damage return if I was just looking like over here somewhere Did I buy this? Well, that's level 12. Level 13. I think I upgraded to level 13, so that was the helmet. If I'm not mistaken. Because that was like the second they were upgraded. It was almost 1,000,000. And just look at this. Bone Crushers. 9.98k gems. Yeah, you gotta be like big saving for just trying to get these kinds of items, and that weapon belongs to the Warmonger set, which is neat. But at the same time, the amount of gems is just not gonna make me be able to actually buy this sucker. It's like 14 million. Could I actually convert 14 million into gems? That could actually be something right here, because I can only buy gems with real money, but I've never done, and I never will, ever. Like, I won't. I just won't buy. That's the thing. So, enough of that. Because we're just gonna be hopping into the Living Legends here, because apparently what it is you're protected with a shield that absorbs your opponent's attacks with a blast and throws him back when he misses. And the shield recharges for 10 seconds. Which is a brand new way of playing the giant sword, or playing a combat game mano a mano, where you're going to be having an advantage of knocking back the opponent and extend your combos that way. So we have all the sets right here. This hour set right there though isn't really something new, but the Shadow Artisan and the Living Legend sure is something. But I usually call it VALOR, because VALOR was the kind of name that was the initial nickname from the VALOR Smite armor that gave this whole entire set VALOR set, and it all makes sense. It all makes sense, like the VALOR Knight, stuff like that. So, for myself personally, who thought that I won't be getting the outer set, I just got it from a marathon, meaning that I managed to collect all of these 3 items that I was missing, and now the only set I'm missing is going to be the Lotus Petals and the Emerald Claw, which is something that I have to take account of. But after this video, I'm going to be trying to make another special video for you guys to watch, so be sure to sit down and look forward to what that is, because you guys won't miss this. Now, enough of my seemingly long monologue talk. Let's actually equip this set right here and show everyone and reflect out the glory of the Legion, because reflect the glory of the Legion is actually one good thing to think about. And the build that I'm using right here, it's just gonna make my VALOR look very, very tanky, which is definitely going to be useful. And another good thing about the Sanguine Force event is it has 6 stages, so I would use less time on that event. But it doesn't really matter if it was 6 or 8 stages, or if there's gonna be even more stages with something else involved in it. That's all. But what I may have noticed right here during this, but we may have figured out, is that there was an actual Torturous Nightmare set from the media. It's shared in the media too. It's shared over here too, that we have a Midnight Lotus legendary skin for the Torturous Nightmare. And by the looks of this looks like some wannabe audio jungle vibes. By the looks of this set, with a combination of green, purple, well, that's like blue, purple, and yellow, green. So it really gives me that audio jungle vibe. It gives me that jungle vibe of the Dynastian faction right there. I do like the design of the helmet, although the rest of the elements, the aspects, the Lotus elements, and also the armor plates, how they're shaped, and also, yeah, all the plates that have been shaped right here into forming this Torturous Nightmare set, just doesn't make it look like a Torturous Nightmare. Well, it is Midnight Lotus. I could definitely refer to that, but really, on the Torturous Nightmare set, and you call it Midnight Lotus, how is this gonna be like? How is this gonna be looking more intimidating? Like for me, a secondary association I get from this kind of legendary skin is the Brazilian parade costume. Like, this for real looks like some kind of Brazilian parade costume, which was actually the first thing that I connected this look into it. Like, whenever I first looked at the set, I was starting to think, oh, is this some kind of Brazil parade kind of costume that is being made for the game? Because this really looks like it. This is kind of celebration of the Rio de Janeiro event or something. I'm not even entirely sure. So enough of that. Let's actually try out the Legionary setup right here with something else into it. Now, is there any other major changes in the game? Because developers like to put changes without any of us knowing it, which is not really that nice. So just gotta be looking around to the game, see if there's any changes that have been made through the section right here, because if not, then we're just gonna be checking out everywhere else. So it doesn't look like there's any kind of changes so far. Well, if you were talking about shadow abilities, maybe they have just changed shadow abilities without letting us know. Who knows? Who knows? But I'll be checking later, because the main attraction for this video is going to be this brand new set right here, the Living Legend. And what it does, because I already said it once, I gotta say it again, is that there's a shield, there's a knockback shield on this set, meaning that this giant sword will now be easier to play with. You can basically try to outplay your opponent with a knockback effect that will always be there, and you apparently cannot do anything with it, because if you hit it or don't hit it, you just gotta get knocked back. That's what happens. So it's just gonna be knocking back the opponent and leaving you, enabling you to actually do whatever move you gotta do to try to knock down your opponent right there. That's the whole entire thing right here. So just gonna be putting on bleeding and any kind of perks, because these defenses makes the Valor really tanky, and thus gonna reduce the damage and also return some of the damage by the head, but not over here. This is mainly for defensive purposes. Of course, I could have just switched the stone skin to damage return, which would have initially given away the defense of limited health to this kind of defense of returning the kind of damage. But I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be going with the stone skin so that this Valor can project its tankiness and also the power of swinging a 100-pound sword right there. So yeah, let's just hop into the event, shall we? I'm not just going to skip this. I'm not going to skip this. I'm just going to move, continue. What's also really weird is there is no marathon. Okay, so apparently there's no marathon on this, probably because I didn't manage to download the extra megabytes. So let me just try to get back a little bit. Alright, now the marathon popped up right there. Now it's chopped up. Chopped up. That was actually the word I was about to use before I was meaning, but really I was meaning that the marathon just finally popped up, because I was being like, wait, what happened to the marathon right here? Like it's gone now. What happened? And now it's actually finally back. So yeah, it's the same kind of thing though. It's not really that big, and then proceed to the next marathon. We actually get a unique booster pack after that. Before it was epic, so I really wonder if we get colors now, because I have yet to get some colors, and it's been a long time since I've been getting some colors, because now apparently I probably should be grinding a little bit to try to get some stuff right here and get some colors to decorate. But really, those cosmetics can be saved for later. But for now, I'm just going to be entering these stages right here and actually try out the Living Legend set to see what it's really all about, so that I can actually understand what it really does. So, see what we can do right here. We're just going to be your charge, shield, sort of thin and explodes, la la la, aha. So that is what happens. So it's just gonna do that, okay. Which is really neat. I'm just gonna be doing my thing right here. Throw that. Go forward. Do a strong slash. And I would finish the game with a really nice set amount of health. And why does the UI not go away, huh? Why does the UI not go away? Hopefully it does in the second round. I'm not entirely sure if it does, but we gotta wait and see right here in the round 3. Okay, the UI is getting knocked off. Cool, cool, cool. So apparently the UI is going to be there for the duration of the round, which is different. Not like just the first few seconds of the round and then it's all gone. Take care of yourself. Hey, look at that. Just knocks back the opponent. So what the opponent has to do to deal with the Living Legend is to actually just trigger the shield and try to combat all the way around until the new shield reappears. So whenever I trigger the shield, there's going to be a Living Legend token, red Living Legend tokens that you guys been seeing right there. That is the knockback. That is a shield blast, and we don't even see it ourselves right here. Let's just move on to the second round. Top. So the second round, I'm going to be facing the center, and again, that's pretty much how the shield works. So if he tries to hit me, he'll be knocked back by the shield. And it does like a small knockback. It's not like a big stagger at all. And you can see the Living Legend token. That is the recharge token. But it's kind of dissatisfying for people who wanted to see some effects, because there was no effects onto this. Are you gonna... Okay, that was actually the wrong move. But hey, I actually didn't lose that much health, to say so the least. Because if so, then it would have been a lot of damage still. So that is pretty much a living legend set. Can be really good for tactical purposes in combat and also interrupt the opponent back at it. So I really do like the idea, but there are no effects other than some kind of explosion, copied explosion effect that the developers have put into this. So I would like to see some improvement on the visuals of this set, because apparently this set was seemingly hard to program for the developers. And why did I try to do a back throw right there? It actually helped knock down the opponent while the opponent tried to throw me. So I guess trolls are never wise against the VALOR. That's one thing. So apparently trolls are never wise against the VALOR. Alright, do that. Gonna throw a knife, that doesn't matter, because you're just gonna be taking all the damage, all the nasty damage, bot. No worries. Because I'm out there with the giant sword right here. Look at that. And even if he had tried to hit me, he just gets knocked back and it just finished. The giant sword is actually what I see as the projection of the Legion faction. It's like the mascot of the Legion faction, where they show power and supremacy with raw steel and European force. That's what I think Legion is all about. The raw steel, the European might, and the force that comes from the weapons, and the brutal techniques from each of their weaponry. Look at that. Look at that. We onto something right here, man. We are onto something right here. Look at this. Okay, she threw me, but she gets knocked back. Let me try to do a nice swing right here. Finish her off. Wait for the second round. Do our nice little pose right there, because that little pose is trying to look over the knockdown opponent right there in a heroic stance. I feel like that's kind of a heroic stance, to be honest with y'all. Look at that. And even if she hit me with the axe, I just traded hits for my own favor, pretty much. Look at that. It's gonna be trying to outsmart the bot a little, that's all. And now I got my shield on, because I don't see the token. No token means shield on, although there are sadly no visuals for just that. And look at that, she can just get automatically put back. Alright, let me see right here. So she can just get automatically put back, and I could still trade damage for my own favor, just like that. And that will also combo with my giant sword slashes. That will definitely combo with my giant sword slashes, which is going to be even more trading for my own favor. So maybe damage return on the armor could have been a purposeful thing for the armor itself, because I'm going to get a lot of body hits as we're speaking. But limited damage is also a good thing to make my legionary very tanky. So these legendary and epic perks, they are phenomenal. They are phenomenal for legionary survival, and I'm definitely going to be trying to use them in my spare time, and also during my videos where I share my moment with you, so that you guys are aware with that. Look at the bleeding though, it actually helps a little. I've not just been knocking her down in this kind of manner right here. I've yet to see the instant reply behavior from the legionaries. Alright then, so if I want to speed up the battle, I'm pretty sure to have to try. And what is that? What is that nonsense? From a side perspective game, that is just never making sense, man. That is just not making sense. Because when you swing it down from vertically, if you have to do a vertical swing and just seem to be landing that, really, but the opponent just jump past it, it doesn't make sense. It would already make more sense in a third perspective game, in a third person view game. But this, nah, man, it just doesn't. And that is actually really hard damage. I don't like that. Let's get stuck. Oh, alright. Alright then. Oh man, try to do that. Nah, man. Alright, let me just trap her. Look at that. Look at that. Be chaining together these hits right here. And just like that, I think she should be knocked down. Yes, she's knocked down. There we go. Dissenter before the mother death. And there aren't that many dissenters, so I'm really happy about that. Let me tell you that much. Before, this event was a survival. On the first time, it was actually a survival. And look at that. The damage return actually slided by to show that I will have most of the favor when the enemy hits me. So basically, you can play really aggressively with this set now. You can play more aggressively than ever with this set. And she gets knocked back by her shut ability. So that is definitely when she stands near that she would have any advantage whenever my shield gets recharged. My shield gets recharged, she can't do anything other than taking damage if she attacks close by, which is something she should avoid. So, nothing else than said. I think this is also a go-to pick when PvP comes by, and you're pretty much not gonna survive this one either, because you got hit by bleeding, damage return, and the set bonus. You guys all saw that when she tried to kneecap on me while I do the lower swing, I heard the sound of the lower swing of that hitter. But not only that, the set bonus, bleeding from that hit, and the damage return just all together were combined to one damage, which makes this set really dangerous. And also not one to mess with. So pretty much, this set is the real mask of the Legion, if you want to ask me. Look at that, I actually dodged that. I actually thought it was going to get hit. Nope. That was actually the wrong button. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not really good. And actually, it didn't take a lot of damage, which is healthy for me. I'm trying to throw some of my shadow abilities right here. I want this game to go faster. Just a little bit faster, if that could be appreciated. Yeah, I don't care, man. I don't care if you hit me, you get knocked back. It's like a super uninterruption damage knockback interval. It's actually really good. Believe me or not, it's actually really, really good for this kind of Legionnaire. And I do like that they put it on a giant sword. Well, it actually made sense that the developer did put it on a giant sword, because it's the slowest weapon of the game and it's hard to handle. So you can definitely like call yourself, oh, I just gotta add myself a little bit more challenge by just using epic variants of this. That was actually well calibrated right there, given the range that I took. And I still do fairly good damage, considering the damage distribution of this set right here. And I thrown the wrong way, but maybe we can do this and fix it all up. Look at that. And the opponent throws me, gets knocked back. Then I just gotta continue with my power swing. I think that should finish my opponent off with grace of the 100 pounds of raw steel right there. Alright then, let's see how it all fares out against Mother of Death. The Death of Mother and the Mother of Death. And I start off with dealing a lot of damage from the start right here. And she gets freaking knocked back, doesn't matter. Because when she did that, it literally didn't matter, but now it did. Alright, what are you gonna do? Nope. Look at that. Oh ho ho! Roll back! I just gotta, I just gotta do this. Dang it, man. Like, the problem with this set is actually, it takes a lot of you actually take damage. From the Shadow Pass bonus, you were actually not taking damage. The opponent wasn't actually taking damage. But now, you do with this kind of set bonus right here. So that's actually a little bit of caution for the players, I guess. That was the purpose of. So, what I'm going to be doing right here, I want to play smart and safe. Shadow abilities when you want to trade some. And I'm going to do our beloved forward dash and show you guys what I can do. Alright. And then follow it with this. Alright. Gets knocked back. You do that. I just gotta continue doing this. And now, corners are not good. Corners are not really my best friends, my dude. That's just what it is. I want to do that. I just gotta throw a spear at you. There you go, man. Look at that. You can just get knocked down. So I feel like I would definitely have fun with this kind of set bonus, and given the fact that it knocks back the opponent, it's actually giving a significant advantage in the battles. Especially from a PvP perspective, I feel like the set is actually very strong. Given the fact that it can knock back the opponents and actually give you the initial initiative while the opponent thought that it was theirs. Well, they could say so when the VALOR didn't get the set, and what is that damage? Who was saying that you're going to get the damage, huh? Huh? Behold the Legion Fists. Look at that. This is going to be kicking ya. Do that, and then just going to punish you with that. Do a double. Do that. Uh-oh, that did not work. Oh, look at that knockback. That knockback is beautiful. It is beautiful, and I shunked her again. Now it's for real. The real deal legendary fist. Let's go, man. Just gotta do our little thing right here. Throw a spear, finish her off. I get the second score right here. We're settling our scores right now with the way that I play. That's how we go, man. The VALOR set is definitely gonna be really good, really entertaining. I like the symbol, and I like the power of the set. Although its main disadvantage is that I still take damage, but that can all be compensated by the defensive perks that I can have. So that solves that problem with the set. So making the set look completely unstoppable. If you want to talk like that way, that is. And what is that? What is that? No, never allow you. That's actually what I was thinking. Would it really hit or will it not? She actually dealt a lot of damage right there. So just gonna be playing a little cautious. Look at that. What we gotta do? Alright. Maybe I want to do it again. She got knocked back. Look at that. And okay, that's actually unfair, man. But let's see if I can actually win the last battle then. Well, that's actually really unfair. Yeah, actually was drinking something right there. Sorry guys if you guys didn't like the drinking. But that was Coke, okay? Everything friendly. Just gotta do this. That. Okay, you gotta do that. Now I got my knockback shield again, which is nice. Always nice. No, you're not gonna throw that. That sucker actually does a lot of damage. Must not lie though. That sucker right there. The special move that she does, K-Man Rage, does a lot of damage. Oh man, that actually caught me off guard right there. No. I don't want this game to last any longer. Although it can though. Well. I'm gonna take another drink right here while I'm gonna be trying again this one. Well, that sucked. You know, Neki doesn't really take it mildly with the Legionary faction, but I'm just gonna be dealing with that after all. I did manage to score 2, which is really good for my own part right here, so I just appreciate the moment I had with that. Alright. Nah, man. Take some of these! I had to play these corner games real well, because now I really just take damage. Alright, just do that. Follow it with this. And that cannot be good. That can never be good. Do that. Come on. Why am I not the one who actually takes all the initiative of the damage? We do this. It's my turn to do some shadow abilities. Throw you around. And I think the strong slash should finish you off. Yeah. Man, I would have felt tricked if that strong slash did not finish her, because it should have finished her by laying low like there, and actually was about to just get hit by that one nasty strong slash, man. If she survived that, I would not be happy. I would just definitely 100% not be happy by that. Alright, get knocked back. And for real, man, that is just not fair. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. Okay, that was wrong initiative. Definitely the wrong initiative right there. Knockback also deals damage. Yeah. I did know that it does damage. So I have to try to make sure I trade my favor, because the opponents are rigged. Bots are rigged. That's one thing I have to know. What are you gonna do? I'm just gonna do our beloved throw right there. Do that. Ah, come on, man. That should have hit. Hit the game. Alright, what are you gonna do? You gonna throw an axe? Nope. Alright. No, I ain't got time for just some standstill games right here, man. We gotta do something. Okay, I actually fought. Look at that. Bruh, what happened right there? It was like happening 2 times, my dude. 2 times. Alright, you shocked me again, really? Really, sucker? That ain't cool, man. I don't want this game to last any longer than it needs to be, man. Or always the woman I fight against, but I just talking in the way of style that I like to. Alright. Get hit! You're gonna get trapped. You're gonna toss your loud like a freaking ragdoll. And this should finish you. If not, this should finish you. No. That is not cool, man. Although I managed to finish her on the regular punches right there, man. That wasn't actually nice. That wasn't nice at all what the developers did right there. Well, not the developers, maybe just called it what the game did to me. Okay, just what the game did to me. Behold the power of the Valor. Yeah, exactly. And why, man? Why? I actually thought those coordinates were just going to be my friends right here, not just some vicious enemies. No, that's not gonna happen. I'm just gonna be playing these freaking waiting games to see how it can all unfold together. Look at that. And I'm just gonna be taking this kind of initiative to make sure that she doesn't have the advantage in combat. Use the set for its own good. Oh, come on, man. It's been every time since I've been doing that in the corner. That ain't cool. Gotta throw one again. She was throwing axes. Nice call for me. Nice. Alright. There we go. Now I threw her in the corner, man. That's been a long time since my trick worked right there because it almost never worked. And now I win with the Valor set. Man, that was fun. That was a lot of fun, man. That was a lot of fun. Despite all the things that I've been going through right there, getting all the one-time rewards using the Valor set. So what I can say though is that the Valor set is good, and I think it's going to be a pick on some pick. It's definitely going to be a pick for the game itself right here. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, cool. We get the Sanguine Cowl, but I'm not really minding my business about that. So I did understand why it took longer for the developers to develop the set. Probably because that they want to give everyone a longer chance, a more chance to try to get the Shadow Artisan set, because they only gave 4 days with the marathon for the arrows. So the developers thought, let's actually just extend it a little bit for the Shadow Artisan. Maybe I lost the count of the days that have gone by after that event slided by. I'm not entirely sure, but that's exactly what I was thinking happened. It started after these events, and we get a unique part, which is really good. Get the Excarnators. That's good, good, good. Just gotta like what happens right here, because it's just gonna be taking all the power you can get. Probably gobbling all the power you can get right here. So this Living Legend set is legend as it is, man. It's legend as it is. It has more advantage than the disadvantage. The main disadvantage is that you take damage and there's no visual effects. Well, you can't really call that a disadvantage. That's like your taste of the set right there. That can be the disadvantage. But it ain't really a technical disadvantage. Just to clarify that. Because all the technical disadvantage is that you still take damage. But it has more advantages than the disadvantages in the game right here, which makes this a strong set. And what it does is what makes it a go-to pick in a PvP. That's what I'm thinking right here, because I'm definitely going to be seeing some Valor players with this, given that what it can do right now, because it can knock back the players, meaning that it brings pressure with the giant sword. Usually if you have the regular standard point of view in a PvP perspective without this kind of set at all, you see a giant sword, you're probably going to be thinking that you're going to be shield against the giant sword. That's what I'm saying. You're probably going to be shield with the giant sword right there. That the giant sword, nah, it's not really a big deal right here. So it's just gonna be slashing onto the giant sword, and so the legend goes on and knock down the legend with the giant sword. Now you can't, because now you gotta focus on this. You gotta be thinking about the knockback that you just gotta be suffering anyways, because the giant sword will go at you, and the set bonus will definitely pressure you to actually do something, because you gotta hit your opponent, and you will get hit anyways. It's just trying to make your hits. The goal is, if you want to beat the Valor, the only way I can see beat the Valor by the set bonus right here is you just gotta hit. You just gotta accept that you just gotta get hit. Probably a ranged weapon could do the job while still get hit by the shield, if that actually counts. Or maybe the ranged weapon is a solution to just trigger the shield without the shield affecting you. That could be one thing. But other than that, just get hit and actually attack at the moment that the shield is not there, because it's 10 seconds and there's a token showing you, the red Valor helmet token showing how much time you have before the shield reactivates again, and you got to do the same procedure to try to take down the Valor bit by bit. Just beware that a Valor can be tanky, because it's a full Legionary set, and Legionaries have their raw survivability of perks. They have a good set of perks that can give them a really good and long-lasting combat for them. So therefore, nothing to mess with, man. Nothing to mess with right here with the set right here. And that's exactly what I've said for a millionth time, that it's just gonna be a go-to pick for the set right here. It's just gonna be a go-to pick whenever PvP comes by for Shadow Fight 3, in which we yet have to see. But for now, guys, that's gonna be it for this waiting vibes slash, well, it wasn't really waiting vibes, to be honest. We was trying to show off the Valor set in all its own pride, and that it's finally got its test. I'm really happy to see the set bonus and actually try it out myself, and also share my gameplay with you guys to show how it works. What I do wish from this set is, the only thing I wish is that this set could have some visual effects when the shield activates, because that could be something that will already alarm the enemy, because the set bonus will leave the enemy no choice than to do something. It will limit their options of approaching the Valor while the set is active. So that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video right here. If you guys did, be sure to hit that like button to share some support. And hey, if you're new and enjoy my overall content, be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you'll become a part of the Boss modded community right here. I've been excited with energy right here, because even though I've been doing a lot of school stuff, I'm definitely more than happy to do these videos to share to y'all guys. And again, if you guys all did enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up, and you're new and enjoy my overall content, be sure to subscribe. Yeah, I said it again. And until then, I'm gonna be bringing you guys a special video. It's gonna be something different, trust me. And until then, I'll catch you guys in another one.